In times of stability, our homes are spaces of comfort, safety, and privacy. However, in a crisis scenario, whether due to economic collapse, natural disaster, social unrest, or disruption of essential services, reality changes drastically. The property that was once seen as a home becomes a strategic point for defense, refuge, and survival. Knowing how to defend your property in times of crisis is not a sign of paranoia, but of prudence. This detailed guide provides a complete overview of best practices, tactics, preparations, and pitfalls to avoid when it comes to protecting what is yours. The focus is not on violence, but on prevention, organization, and deterrence. 1 degree understanding the threat profile. Before protecting something, it is essential to understand who or what you need to defend against. Threats may vary depending on the nature of the crisis. Human threats. Opportunistic looters, ordinary people desperate for food or resources. Armed or organized groups, gangs that exploit the chaos. Curious onlookers or trespassers, attracted by visible signs of survival. Environmental threats. Natural disasters, floods, wildfires, landslides. Extreme weather events, strong winds, storms, electricity or water outages. Technological threats. Blackouts, loss of communication and lighting, which facilitates break-ins. Lack of public surveillance, absence of police, emergency services, or urban control. 2 degrees physical fortification of the property. The first step to defending your property begins before the crisis: preparation and fortification. Doors and windows. Replace standard locks with military-grade locks or high-strength bolts. Reinforce doors with internal steel bars. Use shatterproof window film or replace windows with integrated security bars. Retractable steel shutters are ideal for street-facing windows. Walls and fences. High walls discourage direct entry. If possible, complement them with barbed or electric wire. Avoid ostentation. Overly sophisticated walls may indicate resources inside. Trees or dense vegetation near walls serve as hiding spots for intruders. Keep them trimmed. Tactical lighting. Install motion sensor lights in all blind spots. Use backup solar lighting to keep areas visible even during blackouts. Avoid lighting the inside of the house at night, that reveals your movements. 3 degrees early detection, see before being seen. Anticipation is one of the greatest advantages in defensive scenarios. Surveillance systems. Install cameras with night vision and offline recording. Use radio-based remote monitoring if the internet goes down. Monitored property signs can deter potential invaders. Observation posts. Set up a discrete observation point inside the house, a high window with a camouflaged curtain, for example. On rural properties, towers or elevated platforms are excellent for surveying the surroundings. 4 degrees concealment and disguise, urban camouflage. In a crisis, being invisible is more effective than being impenetrable. Gray house method. Inspired by the gray man philosophy. Do not show abundance. Remove signs of stockpiling like visible supplies or noisy generators. Avoid moving around at night with lights on. Use flashlights with red filters. If using a generator, isolate both the sound and fuel smell. Noise reduction. Avoid loud conversations or repetitive noises. Test in advance for creaks or noises your home may produce and eliminate them. 5 degrees conflict preparation, active defense. Although direct confrontation should always be the last resort, preparing for it is necessary. Armed self-defense. Legality first, check your local laws regarding firearm ownership and usage. If legally armed, train regularly. Use reliable ammunition and keep it dry. Alternatives. Improvised weapons, sticks, farming tools, pepper spray. Guard dogs. Properly trained dogs are excellent alarm and defense systems. Defensive positions. Designate rooms that act as containment zones. Create defensive corridors, narrow areas that reduce the intruder's mobility. Use mirrors or internal cameras to see without exposing yourself. Escape strategies. Always have alternative escape routes through the house or property. Teach your entire family to evacuate quietly and quickly. Keep go bags ready in strategic locations. 6 degrees resource management. What's at stake? Protecting your property also means protecting what's inside it. Food and water stockpile. Don't store everything in one place. Create internal caches, behind furniture, inside false compartments, etc. Have secondary stockpiles in less obvious locations, attic, basement, etc. Keep part of the supplies ready for quick evacuation. Energy and fuel. Soundproof and conceal your generators. Set usage rules. Never use all your resources at once. Have redundancy, portable solar panels, camp stoves, rechargeable batteries. Documents and valuables. Store them in hidden or buried safes. Digitize essential documents, save them on encrypted devices. 7 degrees psychological and behavioral defense. Security begins in the mind. Family training. Conduct regular drills for home invasion, blackout, and evacuation. Establish emergency code words. Teach children and the elderly to never open doors or windows under any circumstances. Emotional control. In invasion scenarios, fear can lead to paralysis. Practice stress breathing, automatic responses, and protocol repetition. Neighborhood and cooperation. If possible, build a support network with neighbors. Sharing watch duties and evacuation routes with allies may be more effective than complete isolation. 8 degrees legal and ethical considerations. Self-defense law. The use of force is permitted in cases of actual and unjust aggression, as long as it is proportional and necessary. Avoid setting traps that may injure others, like nails or deadly devices. That is a crime. Incident documentation. In collapse scenarios, documenting incidents can be legally useful in the future. If possible, record invasions or threats using offline systems. Conclusion: your house, your fortress. Defending your property in times of crisis is a responsibility that requires planning, training, and discipline. More than building a bunker or barricading yourself, it's about being strategic, discreet, prepared, and resilient. Prevention always comes before force. Physical fortification without concealment is an invitation. Weapons and confrontation are last resorts. Practice and simulation are just as important as tools and gear. Remember, your home is your last bastion. Protect it as if your life depends on it, because it might. And remember, always be prepared.